Nobody talks about Season 2. Ask a Game of Thrones fan to name their favorite season and they will say Season 4. The most shocking, Season 3. The worst, Season 8. Ask them about Season 2 and they will pause. Season 2 is the season people remember least. The season that gets skipped in rewatches. Described as the bridge between Ned Stark's death and the Red Wedding, as if its only purpose was to connect two more important events. That description is wrong. Season 2 is the most structurally important season in the entire show, not the best. Season 4 is the best, not the most shocking. Season 3 earns that. But without Season 2, none of the other seasons work. Because Season 2 is the season that built the bomb. Every payoff that Game of Thrones delivers, the Red Wedding, the Purple Wedding, the Battle of the Bastards, the burning of King's Landing, was loaded here. The powder was packed. The fuse was cut. And then the show spent 6 more seasons lighting it. That is the thesis of this video. And by the end, you will never watch Season 2 the same way again. If you're new here, this is Mereth Tales. Subscribe and hit the bell. We go beyond what happened and into why it matters. To understand what Season 2 is doing, you first have to understand what it inherited. Season 1 ended with Ned Stark's execution. The moral center of the story was dead, his family shattered. The kingdom fractured into 5 competing claims, and the audience was left with one question. If Ned Stark can die, who is this show about now? Season 2's answer is the boldest structural decision in the show's history. It's about everyone, not one protagonist, not one driving storyline. Season 2 deliberately fractures the narrative into 5 simultaneous power struggles. Robb in the field, Joffrey in King's Landing, Stannis at sea, Daenerys in the east, Jon north of the wall, and refuses to privilege any of them. This is the show teaching you how to watch it. After Season 1, you were trained to follow one person. Season 2 removes that person and replaces them with a system. And what it reveals about that system is the thesis that runs through every season that follows. Power without legitimacy destroys itself. Watch each storyline through that lens, and the architecture becomes visible. Joffrey sits the Iron Throne. He has the crown. He has the Lannister gold. He has the city beneath his feet and the armies at his back. By every conventional measure of authority in Westeros, Joffrey Baratheon is the most powerful person alive. And Season 2 shows you, episode by episode, exactly how hollow that power is. He cannot control his small council. He cannot control his mother. He cannot control the streets of King's Landing. When the mob attacks his procession, his own Kingsguard has to form a wall around him while he screams for executions. He cannot control Sansa, a girl with no army and no allies, who learns in Season 2 to wear obedience like a mask while keeping her true self somewhere Joffrey cannot reach. Joffrey has power without legitimacy. The people do not love him. His advisors do not respect him. The lords who bend the knee do so from fear, not loyalty. Tyrion understands what Joffrey never will. Power that is not earned cannot be held. It can only be gripped tighter and tighter, with more cruelty and more fear, until the grip itself becomes the problem. The Battle of Blackwater proves it. When the city is genuinely threatened, Joffrey retreats. Tyrion leads the defense. The man with the legitimate claim to competence saves the city that the man with the legitimate claim to the throne abandoned. Stannis Baratheon has the strongest legal claim to the Iron Throne. By every succession law in Westeros, he is Robert's true heir. He has right on his side in a way no other claimant can match. And he loses Blackwater. He loses because legitimacy without love is not enough. The lords of Westeros don't rally to Stannis not because his claim is weak, it is ironclad, but because Stannis cannot inspire devotion. He is just, disciplined, and completely incapable of making people want to die for him. Renly had no legal claim and 50,000 men who adored him. Stannis had the law and a shadow that killed his brother. Season 2 asks whether being right is enough. Whether a correct claim, correctly pursued, is sufficient to win in a world that runs on loyalty rather than law. The answer is no. Daenerys is in Qarth with 3 small dragons, no army, no food, and no allies willing to take her seriously. Season 2 is the hardest season for Daenerys, and the most important one, because Season 2 is where she discovers what she is willing to do when no one will help her. Qarth offers comfort, wealth, a future that doesn't require crossing an ocean. She could stop. She could choose safety over destiny. She cannot do it. The certainty of her identity, daughter of kings, mother of dragons, rightful queen, is the only thing she has. Take it away, and there is nothing left of Daenerys Targaryen. But here is the moment in Season 2 that most viewers watch and forget, and then remember years later when they understand what they were looking at. The House of the Undying. Daenerys walks through a vision of the Red Keep. The ceiling is broken open, and snow falls through it onto the Iron Throne below. The throne is cold, empty, covered in frost and ash. She reaches for it, and then she doesn't take it. She hears her dragons crying and she turns away. She walks out into the snow and finds Khal Drogo waiting for her, and their lost child, and a life she chose over the throne. This vision was filmed in Season 2. Season 8 has Daenerys standing in the Red Keep after burning the city, with ash falling like snow through the broken roof, reaching for the throne she destroyed a city to claim. The show told you in Season 2 exactly what taking the Iron Throne would cost her, and what she would choose if she had understood it clearly enough. She didn't understand it. That is the tragedy the show was building from the beginning. Robb Stark is winning every battle he fights. This is the crucial thing to understand about Robb in Season 2. He is brilliant in the field. Undefeated. The young wolf, they call him. He captures Jaime Lannister. He holds the Lannisters to a stalemate that no strategist thought possible for a northern lord fighting in unfamiliar territory. But Season 2 shows you the crack. Not the betrayal. Not the Red Wedding. Not even the broken promise to Walder Frey yet. The crack is Talisa. One scene, one tent, one look between a king and a woman he has no right to want. And if you are watching Season 2 knowing what Season 3 holds, you can see it clearly. The exact moment the Red Wedding becomes inevitable. Not when Robb breaks his vow. The moment before, when he decides that he wants to. He is his father's son. Ned Stark chose honor over strategy. Robb Stark chooses love over strategy. The Stark code: feel things fully, choose the human thing, pay the cost later, runs in both of them. Season 2 plants the seed. Season 3 shows you where it grows. By the time the music starts at the Twins, the Red Wedding has been building for 2 full seasons. Jon Snow crosses the wall and finds the thing that makes every war south of it irrelevant. The White Walkers appear at the end of Season 2's final episode, an army of the dead marching in silence. Jon sees them, he survives, nobody believes him. This is not lazy storytelling, this is architecture. The show loads the biggest bomb of all. The existential threat that makes every other conflict feel small, and then buries it under the wars of men while the audience forgets it's there. Season 2 puts the White Walkers on screen and trusts you to forget them.
Then we will burn them.
Most viewers do. That is exactly the point. Here is the full picture of what Season 2
You must
is.
choose where
5
your loyalty
storylines,
lies.
5 claimants,
I choose
5
my
different
family.
answers to the same question. What does power actually require? Joffrey
The
shows you
7
that power
kingdoms are
without
mine
love is
by
control,
right.
not authority.
And the
Stannis
cost
shows you
will
that
be blood and
legitimacy
fire.
without charisma is a correct argument that nobody wants to hear. Daenerys shows you that destiny without wisdom is a burning city at the end of the road. Robb shows you that honor without strategy is a vow
This is
you
the
break for
city I
love
was
and pay
born
for
to
in
rule.
blood.
It will
Jon
be
shows you
yours,
that
my
duty
queen.
without voice
We will take
is a
what is
warning nobody
ours.
heeds until it's almost too late. Season 2 does not resolve any of these. It cannot. These are the questions the show will spend 6 more seasons answering. What Season 2 does is establish them with such precision and such patience that by the time the answers arrive, they feel inevitable rather than sudden. Every critic who called Season 2 a transition season was watching it wrong. It is not a transition, it is a foundation. The Red Wedding is in Season 3. The Purple Wedding is in Season 4. The Battle of the Bastards is in Season 6. The Burning of King's Landing is in Season 8. But all of them, every single one, begin in Season 2. In a tent outside Oxcross, at a small council table in King's Landing, in a vision in the House of the Undying, north of the Wall in the frozen dark, where an army marches and nobody is listening. Season 2 built the bomb. Every season after, it was just lighting the fuse.